Thanks for staying with us. You have seen them popping up all over central Georgia, along roads, on street corners, and in school zones.
Of course, we're talking about cameras, and Bibb County has one of the newest systems out there. Anthony Montalto sat down with Sheriff David Davis to find out how they all work together.
Imagine if police could scan every single plate on every single car.
Access the records, come back with the information all within just a few seconds.
That's what the Bibb County Sheriff's Office is doing with these. But these flock cameras and a grid of security cameras in downtown Macon, well, they have a lot of you worried about access, privacy, even fines. So we took your concerns to Sheriff David Davis to find out how these camera systems work, and more importantly, who is watching you. Let's go back to October. 4 inmates escaped from the Bibb County Jail. Investigators knew what type of car they were looking for.
Friday, Bibb deputies found the blue Challenger.
The blue Challenger.
And that blue Dodge Challenger.
But a crucial tool wasn't yet running.
Are the flock cameras in operation yet? I know we talked about that before.
No, the flock cameras here in Bibb County are not up and running yet.
What a difference a couple months make.
Identified over 60 vehicles.
All stolen.
Recovered 17 of them, arrested 14 individuals, and that's just been in the last 2 or 3 weeks that these have been in place.
All thanks to a team of Bibb County deputies.
Investigators, certainly our intelligence unit.
And their flock cameras. This team's not going after something like an expired tag, but they will go after a stolen one, or a stolen car, or one involved in a crime. The
case where we had the officer-involved shooting a couple of weeks ago, that was as a result of a flock notification of a stolen vehicle.
They scan the plates of every car that passes by, noting make, model, and color. If the details match up with one in their system,
that information is pushed out to the deputies on the road.
Then the closest deputy can track the car down and make a stop. Downtown, a network of roughly 60 security cameras works similarly, monitoring the sidewalks, but they don't offer real-time notifications. You can watch them live or rewind the feed.
All of this helps us to do our jobs, helps us to have information which pinpoints where something is happening more accurately and specifically so that we can devote the resources.
While they help fight crime and solve cases, others question their use. The American Civil Liberties Union says certain aspects of Flock's system could, theoretically, help the government track any car that goes by. Professor Jim Fleissner at Mercer University's law school says there's a gray area.
Now, if the government surveillance cameras follow you for an extended period of time so that they can reveal the sum total of your movements out in public for a period of weeks, for example, that can be a privacy issue under the Supreme Court cases.
But if the cameras are being used to take pictures of license plates or of you on a public street,
when you're out in public, even in the view of government surveillance cameras, your movements are not private. You do not have a reasonable expectation of privacy in those movements.
Davis says he doesn't view them as surveillance. He sees them as a system that monitors Macon streets for signs of trouble, like having more deputies on patrol.
It is truly a force multiplier for us to be able to see what's going on and to see people who may be trying to do harm in our community.
Now, I also asked the sheriff about how long these images stay stored in the cloud. He says the Flock system automatically deletes after about a month and most drop off within a few days. He says the downtown camera files also delete in the same time frame. Back to you.
The flock cameras cost $1.6 million, but the sheriff's office used a grant to pay for them.
The downtown cameras ran Macon-Bibb County $700,000, and they made the money using another camera system in the county school zones.
Our deputies that are assigned to do that, they go in and check them every morning and say, okay, this is one, that's a violation, that's a violation. And then the citation is mailed.
Sheriff Davis says his deputies comb through every picture from those school zone cameras, and he said how the cameras take pictures is an important difference. Those cameras only turn on if they detect someone speeding. And he gave a reminder. They're only active from an hour before to an hour after school.
If you get a speeding ticket in Bibb County, you can't appeal it. Just follow the instructions on the letter you get in the mail.